Hello, Napi students, and welcome fourth graders to Napi Elementary. My name is Mr. Andreas, and I'm going to be your counselor this year. I'm located in room 6, and if you need to see me, really just let your teacher know where you're going, and go ahead and I'll come down to your classroom and pick you up and we'll visit. But I'm here if you need somebody to talk to. I'm here to help you overcome problems, and I'm going to be one of your teachers this year. You'll get to see me once a week, and I get the privilege of teaching the Second Step curriculum. And you're going to love the Second Step curriculum. And today we're going to go ahead and get started with it, and I'll show you what a lesson looks like, and we'll go through it. But so today we're going to start the Second Step program. You will learn important skills that will help you get along better, manage your emotions, and solve problems as you do well in school and in life. In our Second Step lessons, you'll be working with partners in a way called Think, Turn, Tell. Think, Turn, Tell means that you'll think about the answer to a question, turn to your partner, and tell your partner your idea. We'll establish partners later when you're in the classroom, but right now I'd like you to go ahead and do this on your own. Some of you may have had the Second Step program in previous grades. If so, you may have done Think, Turn, Tell before. However, you'll also find that this program is different from the Second Step program for younger kids. For starters, each lesson will include a video story featuring kids you will meet in the first video. We're going to go ahead and play the first video.
So, you know how in school you usually study subjects like math or spelling or reading or writing? Those are all important. But in the Second Step program, you'll be studying a subject that's just as important. You. What's it like to be your age? What's it like to be a fourth grader in your school? What are some of the problems that you have to deal with? How can you be successful this year at school? One of the most important things you'll be learning is the idea of empathy. What does that mean? Empathy means that you can feel or understand what someone else is feeling. For instance, in order for me to understand what it's like to be a fourth grader, for me to have empathy for you, I had to know what it's like to be in your shoes. Which is a pretty good idea. I think I'll give it a try.
Whoa, that was kind of weird, but fun. Now remember, we can do this through the magic of video, but please don't try it yourself at home. Hey, I get to go to recess. You kids get to have all the fun. Oh, right, we're talking about empathy. You'll meet a lot of these kids and watch them work through problems with friends and deal with strong emotions. You'll get to see and understand how they feel. That's Enrique. It's his first day in a new school, and he's really worried about finding new friends that like the same thing he likes. There's Maya. We'll find out what happens when a game she's playing goes awry and she loses her cool. That's Alicia. Her friends are going to pressure her to do something she really doesn't want to do. She'll have to make a decision. Emma's going to have a conflict with James about using the computer in the computer lab. It'll be your job to figure out what they could do to solve their problem. You'll also meet Ethan and watch him using his calming down skills to deal with anxiety over a test. Over the next several weeks, you'll follow their stories and...
Who are you talking to?
Oh, and that's Derek. You watch him insult one of his friends, and then he'll have to take responsibility for his actions. That's an interesting story. Anyway, you'll follow these kids' stories, learn how they feel, and most important of all, talk about what you might do in the same situation. You'll learn important skills that will help you get along better, manage emotions, and solve problems so you can do well in school and in life. That all starts with empathy, feeling or understanding how someone else is feeling. Having empathy helps you treat others in a respectful way. In fact, that's what you're going to talk about today. Well, it's time for me to be an adult again. I have to get back to class before recess is over.
I have to say, I had fun being your age. I liked walking in your shoes. And now, back to class.
Great first video. So let's review. What did the girl in the video say was one of the most important ideas you'll be learning about in the second step program? Let's think about that. Do you remember it? That's right, it's empathy. Being able to understand how someone else is feeling. That's right, empathy is feeling or understanding what someone else is feeling. Having empathy helps you be respectful and act thoughtful ways towards other people. Let's take a closer look at the word respect. Think about what respect means to you. There's going to be a lot of different answers to that, but they're all going to pretty much mean the same thing. Respect is that somebody treats you with dignity, kindness, and understanding. When you're being respectful, you're considering how others want to be treated, and then you're treating them that way. Everybody at our school deserves to be treated with respect. Let's come up with some rules that will help make sure we're respectful to each other. I'll have to insert a section here, and this might be some of the course where it comes out. Being respectful will help you with partner group and class discussions. And what did the video say helps you respond or act respectfully towards others? We're reviewing here. You're right, it's empathy. So your assignment for today is this. How did the adult in the video have empathy for a fourth grader or really understand what it was like to be a fourth grader? What I'd like is you to write 3 or 4 sentences that briefly explains your answer. I look forward to seeing you next week for the next second step lesson. Welcome back to the school year.